What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week. This is In the Shed. It's your host with the most, Hancer. This is episode 19. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Happy August. We are in August, 8th month of the year. Way more than halfway there. So we talked about a couple of weeks back. How's everyone going? How's your year going? How's the New Year's resolution? Did we leave that back in January? Are we still working on that? I remember a couple months back I spoke about the amount of books I want to read this year. I think it was 10. That's what I got written down. I want to read 10 books this year. I'm on my 4th, and I've been on my 4th for a while. I've been slacking. I've been stuck on The Psychology of Money, I believe it is, which is it's been a great book. I'm about a quarter way through. I'm not really I need to get back on it. I haven't been compliant with my book reading. I haven't been disciplined enough to be on top of it. So I have to step on my game and go through it. I told myself, you've done a lot of work for the first half of the year. I could dedicate the second half just to my books, and I'll get it like this. I know I'll read them. I know I'll get through them and reach the goal of 10 books by the time December gets here. But I don't know. I need to get my planner. I need to go shopping for a planner. Joanna, shout out Joanna. Joanna recommended me I get a planner because I have way too much stuff going on. You know, I got the guests, the podcast, all of that over there. I have my own personal goals over here and all my resolutions for this year. I gotta get the planner on. If you don't have a planner, you're kind of like only focused on one thing. You're kind of only tunnel vision on one thing, on one of your goals. So like I could have been, my books. And then I distract myself from my other goals, my other mini achievements that I kind of have to go through and get through on my path to the main goal, you know, on the journey. So I feel like the planner is really going to help me with that. Putting dates down. I want to plan it with a calendar, you know, put some dates down. Put in anything that comes in my head, writing it down. My bad habit is this. My bad habit is that I write it in my notes app. I write post-it notes at work, and then I put it in my little pocket. And I'm like, when I get home, I'm going to read this. It'll be like, watch this movie. Someone recommends me a movie. Or go to this grocery store, go to the supermarket. I've gotten so many suggestions. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then I write it on a post-it note. I write it on the notes app, and I forget completely about it. Throw it in my drawer at work and never see it again. I need the journal so I can keep it all in one spot, you know, so I can have it all in one. So when I can open my journal, even if I change my mind, even if you told me to do something 3 days ago and I don't want to do it, I open the journal up and I see it there and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this, and I'll just cross it out. Or maybe I don't have time to do this now, but I'm going to get to it in a couple weeks, in a couple months. So it's going to be on there. It's going to be in one spot. I see Joanna. Joanna looks so cute with her little journal. Everywhere she goes, she has the damn journal with her. I need to get on her level. I need to get on her level because she's so organized. The moment you tell Joanna, something's coming up, she's like, give me 1 second. Opens the journal up. She'll look, is she available? If she is available, she's going to write it down right there. You're going to see her write it down. I envy that. And Joanna, I envy you. You're so organized. I'm going to get on that level. She's going through like 3 journals now. She's like up here with it. She's master level sensei with the journals. I need to get on her level. I need to. I went to Salumed this morning and I was looking for one, and they didn't have nothing. They only have notebooks, drawing pads, blah blah blah. Then I go to maybe Target, or maybe I'll order one online. Maybe I'll get like one of those vintage with the leather, with that little string at the end. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'll drop a pic right here. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, need me a journal. I'm gonna get it more organized. So I guess that's my resolution for this last couple months of the year. I was gonna say half, but it's less than half now. But you know what I'm talking about. Getting more organized. This whole year I've been working on my discipline. Still not even close to my goal. How I wish I was. How I wish my routines were with my disciplinity. When I wake up, when I work out. Gotta get more disciplined. It's not. Once you become disciplined. And I say this like I am. I say this like I'm at where I want to be, but I'm not yet. Once you become disciplined, it's not about who's in your day, how do you feel that day, or whatever is going on that day. All that is out the window. The only thing that comes first is your routine. You gotta get through your routine. It doesn't matter what's happening, how you feel. Get through your routine, and then see what the day brings on. Once you ground yourself with your routine, once you can keep it all together, keep all your thoughts together, your emotions together, no one's gonna be able to attack that. No one's gonna be able to break that wall. But then what we do now, we wake up. Should we do this? Should we do my push-ups? Should we wake up right away? Should I stay in bed for another hour, another 30 minutes, whatever time you're going in at work? And now every day you're rewiring that path every day. It's like you're waking up and you don't know what's gonna happen. You're waking up and you're not ready for the day. You're waking up and you're just in panic mode. You gotta get up, do your routine. Because every time, that routine's not going to change. Once you get disciplined enough to do that routine every day and that routine doesn't change, you are able to tell yourself, it doesn't matter what's going on at work today. It doesn't matter if there's going to be traffic. It doesn't matter what someone told me yesterday. Just your routine is showing you, it's just another day. We got to get through this day the same way we get through the other days. And we got to go through it. That's it. At the end of the day, our goal is at the end of that day. Our goal is at the end of that week. Our goal is at the end of that month. It don't matter. We got to get through it. We got to get through it. Preach. What am I rambling about? I talk about routines and then being disciplined so much, I feel like. It's probably like the biggest theme of my podcast. But other than that, how did I even get stuck into discipline so fast? I thought I was catching up with you guys first. What's been going on recently, guys? I've been trying to game more recently because I haven't been gaming a lot. Gaming was such a big part of my childhood, and it's really hard for me to let it go. Like for me, it's part of life. Since I guess it was such a big part of my life. It's part of life that I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, happy family, great job, a lot of free time to spend all that good money you're making at your job, and obviously you gotta have a little time for gaming in there. That's all part of it for me. So the last couple months, weeks, I've been boom with you guys on the podcast. I haven't given myself no time to game, no time to relieve the stress. Just me, myself, and my games. So recently I was like, no, I gotta get back to the game, and I was playing a lot of Plague Inc. recently. You guys play Plague Inc. You already know what's going on there. It's COVID-19. It's the COVID-19 game. You manufacture a virus or bacteria, a disease that's gonna kill everyone in the world. Yeah, depressing. But that's what the game is about. I don't know. It was on sale the other day, so I bought it for like $4 just so I could play it on my laptop. It's a fun little 2D game. Fun. I beat it twice. I was able to eradicate the human race twice using a virus and a bacteria. Yeah, first it was the bacteria and then the virus. I think with the virus it took me 660 days. And then with the bacteria, it was like 440 something. Whatever. I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain 2 recently. Such a good game. Such a freaking good game. I love Risk of Rain. Last year, I think I put 400 and something hours on Risk of Rain in just the summer, June and July. Which is batshit crazy, bro. I was bugging out. Excuse the French. I was bugging out. But it's such a fun little game. You pick a little space guy, little space astronaut guy. You get dropped into a random world. You got your weapon. I think one guy got a bow and arrow, another one got a gun. Someone got 2 guns. And your job is to clear that world of all the monsters, enemies, whatever you find. And then you get a timer. Every second the timer passes, the enemies are getting more difficult. So it's kind of like, do I explore the whole world to get items, to get stronger? You find items, different skills, powers, whatever, power-ups. Do I spend time going through this whole world looking for the best items? Or do I go to the next world quickly so the enemies don't get hard too fast, difficult too fast, and kill me? So it's kind of like you got to choose what you want to go for, your run. And I call it a run because once you die, you restart in another randomly generated world from zero, from scratch with no items, and then you do it all over again. So you collect all these items, you die, you lose them all, you restart with another character if you want, or the same character. So you either choose to rack up all the items and ignore the timer, which is what I do. I'd rather find cool items, get stronger, make my character look different and act different. And as I'm getting the items and I'm getting stronger, I'm going to be able to defeat the stronger enemies that are pulling up. But other people like to speed past the world, because also every world you visit, you can get up to like 12 worlds. I've gotten to like the moon at the end, which is like the 13th level. You get to the moon and then you like blow up the moon. That's how you beat the game. Some people rather find the portal right away, go to the next world without completing all of it, without fighting all the items, and then just start doing that as fast as possible, because when you get to like world number 4, the items are really good. So if you get to like world number 4 and it's still like 2 minutes on the clock, like you just started 2 minutes ago, so the enemies are really easy and you are already at world 4, now you can find cool items, rare items, and then kill the enemies faster, you know. It's whatever you want to do. Such a fun game, and that's why it's so much fun, because you can play it in so many different ways. So I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain recently again. I'm mid-run right now, and then if you exit the game, your run restarts. Like, you can't pause it and then continue another day unless you do what I do, which is I leave my computer on, I put it in sleep mode, or I just turn the monitor off and then play the next day. I started a run like 2 days ago, and it was a good run. I'm in the middle of like doing a challenge in that run now, and I haven't been able to play after that, so my computer's been off for like 2 days just waiting for me to continue that run. So as soon as we're done here, guys, you know what I'm doing. I'm going inside to play some Risk of Rain. But yeah, I love gaming, man. Ever since I was a little kid, I think I was like 11 years old, 12 years old, I used to watch YouTube 24/7 of just people gaming. And my dream at that point was just to get a gaming computer. That's all I wanted. I wanted a gaming computer just to play like Minecraft or something back then. Finally, my parents bought me like my first like decent gaming laptop at like 14 or 15. Decent. It wasn't even hot anything. It was an Asus laptop that was barely giving me like 30 frames on Minecraft. Keep in mind that 60 frames is like the minimum you want, and that's, to some people that's good enough, or some people that's I need it better. I couldn't even get to 60. I was at 30, and I was like, this is what I can do. I used to put like mods in Minecraft to make the performance better, lower the graphics to as much as you can. And I used to be like, dude, one day I'm gonna be able to finally play Minecraft like everyone else, and be able to run the game fast. Things not lagging, things not freezing. The graphics are not like breaking up. Oh man, to go back to the simple times, that was my dream. That was my goal back then. That's all I wanted. I used to stay up all night playing video games. The games I used to play with my friends when I finally had my gaming desktop by my parents, I used to play online with my friends, like scary games, shooter games. We'll be screaming, be like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'd be screaming, ah! I don't know, I used to get really into it, really immersed, I guess. Even during COVID, it'd be like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'll stay out with my friends playing. And I could hear, like, I would get a little quiet, and I could hear, like, doors opening, and I'll start whispering to my friends, like, guys, I think my dad's coming. I have to be quiet. I think my dad's about to come. And as I'm playing, I'll hear like my door just go. And I could feel his presence behind me. I was like, my dad's about to just smack the dog shit out of my neck. But yeah, fun times. My dad used to yell at me. This one time, my uncle was here from DR, and he was staying over on my parents' house. And I was just doing my thing, playing, being loud. And he like opened the door and yelled at me, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, my uncle is here. I was like, shit. Like, it's one thing if I'm bothering my parents, they're used to it, but my uncle, crap. So my uncle goes and tells my parents. He was like, yeah, I was trying to sleep, man. I couldn't sleep last night because the boy Hancer was playing all night, being loud. And I'm pretty sure this one time my cousin Mariela was staying over also with my uncle. So I don't know if she was also like, yeah, the boy was keeping me up all night. Or me and my uncle was like, yeah, both of us were up all night. But my parents were so freaking bad. He was like, your damn cousin couldn't even sleep. You got your female cousin over and she can't even freaking sleep at night because you're being too loud. So I had to hear about it all day. Ah, man, the good old days. I low-key miss living with my parents. Sometimes I get home and I'm starving and I'm hungry and I ain't got no food. I ain't got nothing in the fridge. Haven't gone grocery shopping. I'm about to order food, and I don't even want to order food because I'm broke as shit. So I'm like, damn, man, I wish I still lived with my parents. I miss it, man. Not having to worry about food, just getting home, and my mom already had food either from yesterday or food she already cooked that day, and then I'll eat that, and then guess what? She's gonna get home and cook more. So it's an unlimited food glitch. It's things we don't take. It's things we take for granted when we have it, because you know we get used to things and we take it for granted. So now that I don't live with my parents, even though it's been 4 years, it's been 4 years since I moved out of my parents, and I've been living by myself, and I still haven't gotten used to it. I feel like it's getting harder by the day. I feel like back then I didn't even think about this, and now every day I'm like, Jesus, I'm about to just go back home. Just about to pack up my bags and go back home. Screw, I should just sell my house. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I go to my parents and I eat. It's not the same. It's not the same. I miss living with my parents. I'll go snuggle up with them in bed. I'll go sleep. I used to go and like snuggle up between them. My dad used to get so mad. Oh man, the good old days. Anyways, what was I on about? What was I talking about? I was talking about the gaming. Yeah, big gaming. I miss gaming. So, can't wait to get back inside and finish that run. Some Risk of Rain, so I'm going to do some of that. What else has been going on? Have you guys been paying attention to the TikTok trends? I saw this one video, and it's trending all over TikTok because now everyone's looking into it. So I saw this one video of this guy that fell. He fell behind his car and landed on top of his Subway sandwich. I know you've definitely heard about this. He lands on his Subway sandwich, and we'll roll the footage so you'll know what I'm talking about. He lands on the Subway sandwich, and it flattens the sandwich completely. Not even like, oh, te aperruché, and then it came out all the way out. No. Flattened the sandwich. Everything stayed inside in one piece. And he just had a 2D sandwich. Everything stayed together in one piece. So it looked hilarious. I thought it was hilarious, so funny. Blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't enough for people. People were like not convinced. People were not convinced that this happened. Because they were, I guess the conspiracy theory is that if something like that were to happen, it wouldn't be perfectly flat. They're calling this man the Panini presser. This man is like a Batman evil villain. They're calling him the Panini presser. So the Panini presser insinuates that he landed on his sandwich accidentally. Everything stayed inside in one piece. And I'm pretty sure he still ate the sandwich. First of all, let's get into the nutritional value of this damn sandwich. How much... Like, is this made out of air? How did it get this flat? Like, there's no like body to the sandwich. The vegetables in there, the meat, the onions, whatever the hell is in there, the bread itself, none of it got a good consistency that it just completely flat. Like, that's a little, I don't know, man. Sound like a little Bill Gates fake meat. Who knows? I don't know about none of the Bill Gates fake meat anyway. So apparently he's selling lab grown meat. Maybe we're gonna have to look into that. Who knows? But yeah, no one's believing the conspiracy theory. So now it's turned into a full-on conspiracy theory. And we got people on TikTok reenacting this fall. Got people buying some Subway sandwiches, getting the Panini Press order. And they're just, whoops, falling on their order. And their sandwich is not as flat as the Panini Press's sandwich. So you tell me, man. You tell me. I've seen countless videos. Let's roll some of those. We're going to roll some of those. And we're going to see. Because what is happening? Why is this... Are we lying about this? Why are we lying about this, Mr. Panini Presser? Maybe we gotta get Mr. Panini Presser on the show. Maybe we gotta get Mr. Panini Presser on the show, and maybe we gotta find out the real answers. There was this one guy that was describing like an insurance claim. This guy did a whole video acting like it was an insurance claim. I think it might have been the Panini Presser himself. I think he's actually trying to defend himself, and he's doing a whole case on it himself. So now all the comments are like, this case never sat right with me. I'm glad we're looking back into it. But anyways. TikTok is all jokes. Don't be on TikTok too much. Don't be doom scrolling, but TikTok is all jokes. In other news, I saw that MGK turned down the movie Sinners. He turned down a role in the movie Sinners because they wanted him to say the N-word. I don't know, Mr. MGK. I saw the movie Sinners when it came out. I ain't seen no one racist white vampire say the N-word. Was that really on the script? Maybe I have to rewatch it. Listen, Machine Gun Kelly, I'm gonna look into it before we make our verdict. We'll look into it. Maybe I'll rewatch Sinners. It was a good movie. I'll rewatch it. I'm down to rewatch it. I'm down to rewatch Fantastic Four. Yeah, I want to watch Fantastic Four. A lot of people weren't that happy with it. I was online reading the critics. I like to read the critics and listen to what people's opinions. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved the movie. And then I just saw reports this morning that second week it was like an 80% drop off from like the sales. So not a lot of returning viewers or like the people that wait a couple weeks to see the movie's good. People aren't watching it. I don't know. Maybe superhero movies aren't the gist anymore. Who knows? Even though I think Superman did good. I don't know how it did the couple weeks after, but maybe people are going out of the superhero movies. Who knows? Anyways, if they told me, yo, you gotta pull up in this movie and you gotta call an Asian person the C word, I ain't gonna do it either, Machine Gun Kelly. So I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it before I make my verdict. I'm not gonna bash him. I'm gonna look into it first. What else has been going on recently? Let's see. The other day I was at work and I was helping out this patient. I didn't bring this patient in. He had a big wheelchair. So I'm the only male medical assistant at my job. So I'm like, sure, let me help out. As a big wheelchair, big guy, so I'll push him out, bring him to check out. He's checking out, and I told him, hey, buddy, whenever you're done here, ask her to grab me, and I'll walk you outside through the elevator, blah, 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 and you can wait for your ride. They call up his ride, and I'm like, all right, Mr. Nicholas, let's get it. So we start heading out. I'm like, so how was your visit today, Nick? I think it was his first day there. So I'm like, how was your visit today, Nick? Oh, yeah? All right, Mr. Nicholas, in the elevator. All right, Nicholas this, Nick that, Nicholas this. I'm calling him whatever. Everyone was calling him Nick, I think so. I was like, yeah, Nicholas, Nick, yeah. Whatever. I didn't even room him, so I don't feel this personal with him. But I was just trying to be a nice guy, poor guy. Probably been through a lot. And it's hard, getting to these appointments, and it's hard just having to get up and, go to an appointment, this and that. No one wants to go to an appointment. No one wants to go to the hospital. No one wants to go to the doctors. So I already know how people feel. You don't want to be there, man. Whatever. We're on the elevator. We're going down. Step out the elevator. His ride starts pulling in. So I'm like, great. We're here right away. He doesn't have to wait long. Whatever. It's a hot day. I don't want the boy waiting in the glass waiting room down the stairs. So I'm like, all right, Nicholas, let's go. I'm pulling him out, blah, 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 blah. Put him on the little elevator, the little lift to get on the little van. And I'm like, all right, Nicholas, you have a good one. So as he's getting lifted and then he's getting pushed in, he's on his wheelchairs. So he's like, bzzz, and he looks at me and he goes, while he's getting put in, while he's looking at me, slowly going in, and he's like, by the way, it's not Nicholas, it's Nick for Nicolau. And he slides right into the van. And I'm like slowly walking away, and I'm just like, oh man. I'm like, first of all, I'm pretty sure his first name was like Joseph. So I was like, yeah, this is like his last name, whatever. But like, this is the only thing. What else am I gonna call him? I was trying to be friendly. This is my issue. I try to be friendly sometimes, and I mess up. I overshoot it. So why can't he just tell me, oh, my name is Joseph, by the way. No, it's not Nick for Nicholas. It's Nick for Nicolau. But this is your last name. Anyways, and guys, that's. So anyways, I thought it was so funny. It was straight out of the movie. The boy's getting ejected. The boy's getting put in the van, and those are the last little words I hear from him. That was, couldn't make it up. Straight out of the movie. Couldn't make it up. I've been investing a lot this year. like I told you guys earlier in the year, this year's all about the financial. This year's all about the financial, whether it be financial knowledge, whether it be financial gain, whatever it may be, it's all about the financial. It's time to be on top of our money, on top of our own economy, because the economy ain't really helping us too much. So AI is becoming a huge thing in our society, especially with the technology. So recently I've been looking into the Nancy Pelosi tracker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know down below. The Nancy Pelosi tracker on autopilot. So I saw about a little bit about this on Twitter. So I read onto it a couple of months ago, and then I was like, all right. Let's see what's going on in here. So I looked into it, and the autopilot, it's an app. It's like an investment app that helps you track specific people, specific portfolios, and in those portfolios there's assets like stocks, whatever. So the most popular one is the Nancy Pelosi tracker. Nancy Pelosi is a congresswoman, and ever since COVID and in the last couple of years, a lot of Congress people put in these stock trades. They buy stocks very conveniently after their briefings that they have that the public has no knowledge of. They make their trades, and it's always right before information gets to the public. Like certain companies that are going to start booming in the next couple of years because they're going to be working with the government. So all those companies, if you hear about that in the news, you're going to know, like, oh, the government is going to be investing a lot in this company, so this company cannot fail. You know, the outcome of the company failing is really low likely, so you want to put your money towards that. But it's kind of not fair that certain people, because of the power they hold, have access to that information before the public. So it's a whole debacle right now. They're trying to push some laws. I think they're sending the bill to the Senate, I think now. I'm not even sure. I think they passed it a couple of days ago, and I was going to the Senate to be voted on. Something like that. What do I know? I know nothing about politics of the government. I only read what I see online sometimes. But all I know is that if you can't beat them, join them. So everyone has been complaining about this for many years and months, but they don't care. They don't do anything about it. There was this one congressperson that was like, "It's already a hard job to be a congressperson. Like, why do we have to always bring this up?" He's basically saying, like, come on, let us get some incentive at least. Let us get a little bonus at least. So hold it back. If you can't beat them, join them. So on the autopilot app, they got the portfolio in there. I invested some money on the portfolio to follow Nancy Pelosi. Let's see. So I want to see. She's up already, I think, like 100 and something on the year, maybe. Or maybe it's old time that she's 100 and something up. Listen, she's a good investor. She's a good investor. I want to follow her footsteps. I want to see what the investment's looking like, you know. And if we take the L, we'll take it together. But so far, she hasn't been taking too many L's. So I don't know. We'll see. All I know is that there ain't no financial advice. I don't give financial advice. Follow your own. Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually low right now. They're going low. So I bought some Ethereum. I sold some profit a couple weeks ago, and I just put it back in on the lower price. So that's the most satisfying feeling ever. Seeing all that, the Ethereum and the Bitcoin price go up. Get all that profit in there. I was up like a good 40%, I think, with a good amount of profit. So and as it's going up, I like to sell a couple 200s, 300s as it's going up, because you never know when it's gonna drop. I'm one of those. So I was going 200, 300, 200, 300. I think I sold a 400 at one point. I had at least like $1,000 out of the market. So I put like 500 of that into the Nancy Pelosi tracker. And then the rest, now that the Bitcoin and Ethereum has been going down and down and down, now we're reinvesting it back in. That is the best feeling ever. So satisfying when you actually time the trades properly. I've been on the back of some bad trades, like in 2019 when Bitcoin was reaching new highs daily. It went from like 19,000, 20,000, 21, 22, 23. And I was like, crap. And I was selling until I sold everything at like 23,000, and I was out of the loop. So that was a big mistake, and that I learned my lesson. You hold. The key is you always hold. That's it. You'll never lose as long as you don't sell. That's it. You never lose as long as you don't sell. My tip for crypto is you sell once you have life-changing money. What is life-changing money? A car could be. It could be. Depending on your situation, it could be. For me, it's not, so I wouldn't take the money out for a car. Not right now, I wouldn't. A house. A house is life-changing. So if you have enough money for a down payment, maybe enough money for the whole house, I think that's worth it. I think take the money out. Maybe some land. Not even just a house. Maybe some land, some property. That is life-changing money. If not, hold it, and hold it. But then again, I'm not a financial advisor. Take your own financial advice at your own risk. I listen to what I listen. Do it at your own risk. But yeah, funny. Gotta be on top of the finances. You guys already know that. If you're not on top of your finances, the money will disappear, and you will not even notice where it went to. You will not even have a recollection of what you bought with that money, what you have around you that came from that money. It'll literally look like the money came and went, and there's nothing to show for it. Save your money. Make a savings account. Make 2 savings accounts. Maybe one that's savings account that you put money in and never take money out. Get a high yield savings account. Put the money in there and get a savings account that's for travel, for activities, to do whatever you want to do. That you can spend that money without giving a care. Anyway, well, I don't know how I get into these conversations, because I thought I was just gonna say a couple things about financial stuff, and I went on the rant. Anyways, SummerSlam is this weekend, night 1 and night 2. Shout out the boy Adam. The boy Adam is taking his dad and his brother Andrew to go see SummerSlam live in New Jersey. So shout out to them. They're gonna have a blast. I miss watching WWE when I was younger, man. WWE was my life when I was younger. You could not tell me WWE was fake. I would have been like, nah, man, I'm about to hit you with WWE moves right now. You can't see me. I used to go to my grandparents' house. Mama used to take me for the weekend. I used to be like, Grandma, you have to put WWE on. I'm trying to watch WWE. Me and my cousin Jose Miguel, man. Oh, man, WWE was fun. A big part of my childhood was John Cena. And he's doing his rounds, I guess, right now in WWE. He's going to retire soon, so shout out the boy. And I believe he's fighting Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. I'll probably put it on tonight and do a little sipping while watching some SummerSlam. I stopped drinking during the weekdays also. I like to have a couple beers sometimes with whatever I'm watching during the week. Maybe put a movie on. Maybe we got some fights throughout the week, some PFL fights. What else? PFL. What's the other companies? Damn, one doesn't even show a lot of fights anymore. But it's PFL and WWE, not WWE. PFL, the UFC are the main ones right now, yeah. But yeah, boxing fights also. Like to chug a couple beers, do a little beer drinking during the week. But a couple weeks ago, I caught myself and I was like, when was the last time I took a break from drinking during the week? Like, I like to have a couple sips during the weekend, but during the week, I was like, yeah, it's time for a break. That's probably why I've been feeling a little bloated, more than likely. So I've been taking a break from drinking during the week. So I'll open up some beers tonight, quench the thirst, put on maybe some SummerSlam and play some Risk of Rain. So lit. I was on Twitter. I was going through the news on Twitter, see what's going on. I try to stay away from the news. So I was like, let's see what's going on. But whatever I read, don't let it affect me. Tesla, I think, lost a lawsuit from 2019 on a self-driving incident. So I think they lost $329 million in damages. When I read this, I thought this was recently. I thought this was like, last week, a month ago, last year, 2019. So this man Elon already had the autopiloting stuff in 2019. How insane is it now? In Austin, I heard he got the autopilot taxis already, which is insane. You're already having trouble back then. How is it good now? Did you perfect it, or what are we doing? I don't think I would get in a car that's driving by itself. I don't think I got the balls. I'll be in there shook. I'll literally probably be in there like, yo, any second now he might just take the wrong turn. He might just run into the car next to us. I don't know. I don't think I trust a self-driving car. Also, big debate on Twitter. Jay-Z versus 50 Cent. Not them specifically. I think it's the fan base are fighting. Who's a better rapper? Who bar for bar on the rap versus? I saw that like Jay-Z has like 14 number one albums and 50 Cent only had one. I think it was. I don't know. Jay-Z's gonna have him beat. I think Jay-Z will have him beat. My own opinion, I think I like 50 Cent more. I think I have more 50 Cent songs downloaded than Jay-Z songs. And a lot of the Jay-Z songs that I have downloaded are features. I feel like it's either his song with a good feature on it that I like a lot, or he's the feature on the song itself. And other than that, I don't like Jay-Z too much. I think today I was driving back from my parents and Kill Jay-Z came on from that album 444, I think it's called. For someone that doesn't like Jay-Z, I'm pulling up all these details right now. And I'm listening to the song and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I'm sure there's a nice message there, like about his struggles coming up back then in the rap industry and how he's a millionaire, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't like the flow. That specific song I would like too much. Kill Jay-Z. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck Jay-Z. Screw Jay-Z. Like, that chorus could be so much better. It's just him saying blah, 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 Jay-Z, blah, blah, Jay-Z, blah, blah, Jay-Z. Whatever. I'm not trying to hate even. I'm not even trying to be a hater. But back to the debate. Jay-Z, 50 Cent. I can't say too much out of both. I got more 50 Cent songs, but I'll tell you what though. Kanye is a better rapper than both. Kanye, maybe not a better rapper, a better artist. Let me excuse my French. Kanye is a better artist than both of them, in my opinion. Kanye also beat 50 Cent on their album rollout when they went head to head with a Graduation and Get Rich or Die Trying, I think it was. Quote me if I'm wrong. Producer's not here to quote me. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Producer's not here to correct me. But I think Kanye got it on top of both of them. Better producing, beat making, all that. Mixing. And his bars are good. Kanye got funny bars. I like his goofy, funny bars. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comment. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, or Kanye. Who got it out of these three coming out of here? Even though Kanye's Chi-Town. But coming out of here, coming out of New York. What y'all think? Other than that, what else? Yo, I'm ashy, guys. Excuse me, I'm ashy. Other than that, guys, get yourself some side hustles. We're talking about the financial. Let me think. What are some side hustles? I guess streaming could be a side hustle. Gaming and streaming. It's tough. It's not the easiest thing, getting traction. But it's a side hustle. You can work your regular job, get home and do some streaming and say you're grinding. Get a couple views once in a while, get a couple followers. I streamed for like 4 days straight and I got 3 random followers. And I was like, yo, if I'm really getting 3 out of 4 days, then 8 days is 6. Come on, I could do 6 every 8 days, 6 followers. I feel like that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty worth it. But I didn't do it. I didn't continue it. I got too busy, and I always make that excuse. I got too busy. It just means I'm not making enough time to do it. That's all that means. So I should work on making more time to do the things I want to do. You could do some landscaping in the summer. No one wants to be out in the heat cutting their own grass. I'll pay a 16-year-old $40 to cut my grass. My landscaper tries to charge me $50. I'll pay a little kid $40 to do it. That's in the summer. What about in the fall? Clean the leaves in the backyard, or in the winter, the snow. Power washing houses I've seen. Car washing cars, detailing cars. I saw yesterday a video of someone power washing window screens. They get dusty. I saw that. That seems pretty good. I saw this thing on Twitter about this guy. He said that he was feeding crows, loaves of bread, pieces of bread, and the crows were giving him rewards. Shiny pieces of metal that they would find, they would bring it to him. Plastic, they were paying him with that stuff. He says one time the crow showed up with a $20 bill. So he's like, $20 bill? I'm going to give him a nice piece of bread to let him know, yo, what you brought me I really like, so I'm going to reward you with something that you really like. So crows are really smart. You guys know crows are one of the most intelligent birds out here. So now he says that he's making $200 off these crows a month because he's giving a nice piece of bread and they keep giving him more $20 bills, $100 bills. What is he talking about? This guy has to be making this up. Where are the crows getting this money from, man? He was like, who knows if the crows are stealing this from somebody? Maybe they got a secret stash. I know crows are really smart. I've seen videos of crows like throwing rocks in a bottle They throw rocks in a bottle to get the water to come up. That's incredible. I was using the laws of physics for their advantage. They're pretty smart. Dolphins are pretty smart too. A lot of smart animals out there, and then they get dismissed by the human. They're like, it's just animals, good for nothing animals. Animals are smart. Lastly, guys, what I did really want to talk about on this episode is meditation. Do you meditate? You guys meditate? You guys meditate? Meditation. Have you ever tried meditating? I've been getting a lot into meditation in the last couple of weeks, and it's been really wonderful, actually. Meditation could be a lot of things, and I used to think that meditation was whatever you made it, whatever calmed you down. That could be your meditation. But no. Meditation is really sitting down, maybe cross your legs, however you're comfortable. Sitting down, close your eyes, empty out all your thoughts, and then just breathe in and out. In a rhythm, try to get a good rhythm in. And try to just meditate. Let your thoughts pass through the channel of water in front of you, in your mind. Instead of trying to grab every thought, trying to pay attention to every thought, just let them pass through, let them pass through. Your body's gonna try to move you. It's gonna tell you, move. Let's scratch your ear, scratch your head. Just try to breathe. Don't do it. If you really have to do it, and then you're kind of restarting, that's fine. You can restart. But once you're 10 minutes in, 5 minutes in, you don't want to restart. You're getting closer and closer to that state that you want to be in. So you try to hold it. Just keep on breathing. Just keep on focusing. Your body is gonna eventually. How I describe it is, I start to feel like I have a shell around me. Like I have another layer of skin, and my body is moving under that layer of skin, but that layer of skin on top of it is not moving. So I feel like, for me, it feels like I'm moving with my eyes closed. I'm trying to move around, but my physical body is not reacting to it. And it's answered a lot of my questions. It's helped me a lot with my anxiety, my stress. It's calmed me down. Got messages from the higher power while I do it. It's really amazing. It's life-changing, I would say. I could not recommend it enough. If you haven't tried meditating, meditate. Try it. Maybe in the morning, maybe before bed, maybe in the middle of the day after work. I've meditated at work before, my lunch break. I've gone to a room, closed the door, and meditated there. It's really worth it. It's life-changing. It's another way to put it. We should all meditate. I think these things should be taught in class. I know yoga, it gets taught in high school. You got the option to take yoga. Yoga is really good. Meditate, do some yoga, stretch the body. That's how you are going to keep yourself younger. But enough of that. What do I know, man? I ain't no doctor. What do I know? Don't take my advice for it. Do what you want. These are things that I take myself as an advice. That I do just to test it out. I will never hear something from someone that they say works, that they do for themselves, blah, blah, blah. I'll never see something like that and be like dismissive and be like, whatever. I'll give it a shot. Let's find out. Let's see what you know that I don't know. And yeah, guys, I think that's all I got for you guys. That was fun. I was rambling a lot, I feel like, but anyways. Thank you so much for coming in and listening to In the Shed. It's your host with the most, the boy Hancer. You already know what this is. We're here every week. We do this weekly. We are here to spread the positivity, to look at life's blessings. They're all around us. We don't try not to look at them, but we get so distracted by the world around us that we don't look at them. And it's not really our fault, but we should hold ourselves accountable for it. The blessings are here, guys. The positivity are here. Thank you so much for watching. You're the best. The In the Shed crew, you're the best. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me again. Thank you for listening to me talk. It's a pleasure. Have a good week. Enjoy this month of August, and God bless you. In the Shed.